Greetings, guys and gals. My name is Dan1321. I am the creator of This World of Weird, and this is my developer commentary on Episode 2, Elevating Friendship. Episode 2 is about Lamb Chop Larry showing Flap around his little log cabin. When inside, it's revealed that this is no small cabin. Larry tours Flap through many rooms, until Larry remembers he wanted to show Flap something. They get to Larry's elevator and take the short trip to floor 4582, when Larry realizes this is the wrong floor, so they turn around only to find the elevator bricked off. Larry claims there is another elevator down this hallway, when the light bulbs shatter and a scary black figure emerges from the darkness. He shakes Flap's hand, and Larry introduces him as the 4 AM Demon. The 4 AM Demon instructs Larry on how to fix the elevator by turning it off and back on again. Flap states he needs to leave, but Larry doesn't know where he got them now. The Episode 2 you can currently find on my channel is actually the re-upload of Episode 2, due to having some audio problems like footsteps overpowering the voices and lack of other ambient sound effects. Draven also took this opportunity to make some banger music for the re-upload, which you can find the OST in the iCard or in the description. The idea behind this episode started when I was talking to Draven about Larry's house being a really small log cabin, and I thought it would be funny to make it bigger on the inside. And I mean ridiculously, obscenely massive, to the point that Larry only knows about 5% of the rooms. No! Why is it that everything that's bigger on the inside has to be Doctor Who? In that same conversation, I said I wanted Larry to bring Flap around his house and have a ridiculously large amount of rooms, so much so that Flap actually gets irritated after a while. And oh boy, let me tell you, I was so sick of drawing these backgrounds by the end of it. Eventually, we also came up with the idea to have an elevator covered in buttons, and floor 4582 was the first number to pop into my head. Originally, the helicopter was just going to ascend into the ceiling and vanish with a blink of light, but Jeremy pitched the idea of the helicopter ascending into pitch black darkness. I can't remember why the bricked off elevator came to mind, but I do remember hysterically laughing at the idea. The action figure in the bedroom from my action figures background is the mascot of my shorts. He also happens to be named Walter White from Breaking Bad. The walk-in closet is very similar to my real-life kitchen, due to it being a renovated walk-in closet. No, seriously. The pizzeria scene is a reference to Five Nights at Freddy's and the trash in the gang. Backrooms is a reference to the internet creepypasta about, well, the backrooms. The desks in the computer lab are inspired by desks many schools use. The blue barrel in the nuclear waste plant is the barrel from Half-Life. This is because when me and Draven were playing a Garry's Mod horror map, we found this blue barrel and carried it through the map from that point on. The opening scene is the exact same shot as the summer scene in the credits. The perspective on every room looks weird because I didn't learn how to use the perspective tool until later. This is especially obvious in rooms like the bathroom and the computer lab. The Channel 18 newscaster in the living room shot originally looked like this. That was until Draven drew this drawing of her that I took some inspiration off of. Larry's got beef with the dining room because when Draven recorded Larry's lines, he said bathroom instead of dining room. I had Draven re-record just this one segment, but this caused the tone of his voice to sound slightly different and more angry.
Dining room.
Hero Dude's fedora is on Larry's toilet. The acronyms on the arcade cabinets mean Super Blip Blop World, Quest for the Hellstone Axe, Crowbar Man Origins, and the Observatory Experiment. Super Blip Blop World, Hellsplit, and the Observatory Experiment are all video games Draven wants to make in the future. This painting says, "I didn't know what to put here, sorry." Larry must have had art block that day or something. Larry is painting a new addition to the museum in his craft room. Larry's car says garage back to him in a weird accent.
Garage. Bowling alley.
Although the audio cuts slightly into the bowling alley scene due to it being too long. Pickles cannot be farmed. They are cucumbers that have been pickled, so Larry's pickle garden straight up grows jars of pickles. The computer lab has white desktop computers and CRT monitors due to their technology being less easily compacted than ours in the real world. The elevator door opening used to have a bell sound effect in the original version, but somehow got removed when re-uploading it when I fixed some other audio issues. That's typical, at least it's only this scene. This painting says, Dan Baum was too lazy to animate Larry's legs when he turns around. This painting is not in any other shot. The helicopter says man's plants on it. The dance that the 4 AM Demon does is actually the reason he's called the 4 AM Demon. One day, when over at my house, Draven started doing this dance and called it the 4 AM Demon Dance. If you feel like Larry's getting closer to you in this shot, you'd be correct. The camera zooms in very slowly. The background in this scene was inspired by a vivid dream location that I had of a desert wasteland with 3 suns. We will never know what Larry wanted to show Flap. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. Have an explosively good day, and I'll see you next time.